All right, welcome back. This is day 5 of week 3, our last day of this week. Okay, should be Friday, right? Here we go. So you should have your bell work. This is 3-5, so week 3, day 5. And that flower is colorful. Here we go. All right, so a capital T on that. Flower needs a lowercase f. Is okay. And colorful is misspelled, should be O-R instead of E-R. Oh, and one L. Alright, that flower is colorful, period. Alright, T, H, A, T. Flower is colorful. There we go. Alright, we're going to do our spelling words today. Hopefully you've been practicing them every day, writing them down, and maybe studying them over so you can do well on the test today. Here we go. The math. Right. 17, 9, 1097, 16, 3, 936. 859 minus 238. 1, 2, 6. That was easy. 621. No borrowing. 2, 5, 6. 262. Alright. 5 times 5 is 25. Carry 2. 2 times 5 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. 125. 5 times 20 is 100. 5 times 5 is 25. 125. Alright. Old school. Oops. 2 times 7 is 14. Carry the 1. 7 times 3 is 21. Plus 1 is 22. New school, 7 times 30 is 210. And 2 times 7 is 14. 4, 2, 2, 224. And they match up. Alright, old school, 9 times 5 is 45. Carry the 4. 9 times 4 is 36. Plus 4 is 40. Alright, 9 times 40 is 360. 9 times 5 is 45. 405, just like up top. Alright, 8 times 7, 56, carry 5, 7 times 3 is 21. 21 plus 5 is 26. 7 times 30 is 210. 8 times 7 is 56. 6, 266, 266, it works out. 2 times 6 is 12. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 1 is 25. Alright, 252, right? Let's see if it matches up. 6 times 40 is 240. 2 times 6 is 12. 2, 5, 252, 252. There we go. 42 divided by 6 is 7. 32 divided by 8 is 4. 49 divided by 7 is 7. 45 divided by 5 is 9. And 36 divided by 6 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. 9 times 5 is 45. 7 times 7 is 49. 4 times 8 is 32. 7 times 6 is 42. 2/3, how do we make equivalent fraction with a denominator of 6? Well, get from 3 to 6, we have to multiply by 2, right? 3 times 2 is 6, so we do the same thing up top. 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 6 is equivalent to 2/3. We froze up. We can fix that. Alright. 5/10 is equivalent to 1 over what? Well, to get from 1 to 5, we got to go times 5. 1 times 5 is 5. So what would we have to multiply by 5 to get to 10? 2, right? 2 times 5 is 10, so 1/2 is equivalent to 5/10. And we're done with this week's bell work. Yay! Alright, on to the spelling test. So go ahead and get out your spelling sheet. If for some reason you lost it, just grab any piece of paper, number 1 to 15. Okay, go ahead and get that, and we're going to go over the spelling words for the spelling test, and we'll see how you do. All right, everybody ready? Here we go. Number 1 is careful. Please be careful when writing your words. Careful. Number 2 is cheerful. I hope you have a cheerful time while you are at home and not in school. Cheerful. Number 3 is helpful. I hope you have somebody that is helpful for you at home that can help you. I hope these videos are helpful for you. Helpful. Number 4 is colorful. Springtime is a colorful time if you go outside and look around. Unlike winter, it's kind of gray and hazy and white. And it's kind of boring after a while. Colorful. Number 5 is harmful. Eating too much junk can be harmful for your health. Harmful. Try and eat some healthy food once in a while, right? I shouldn't speak though, I like the snacks. Number 6 is peaceful. I like a nice peaceful nap about every day. Peaceful. Number 7. Remember, if I'm going too fast, just pause the video. Number 7, pitiful. That poor dog was covered in mud and looked so pitiful. Pitiful. Number 8 is painless. Painless. I would like to believe that going to the dentist is painless. But often that is not true, right? Painless. Number 9 is priceless. Doing all your work and learning what you need to learn is priceless. Priceless. Number 10 is helpless. I was lost in the woods and I felt helpless. 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 Number 11 is sleepless. I drank too much caffeine, too much pop and sugar, and I had a sleepless night. Sleepless. Sleepless. Number 12 is rainless. Sometimes in the summertime, we can have a rainless number of days, meaning no rain. Rainless. In the desert, it is usually rainless. Number 13 is helplessly. Helplessly. Number 14 is carefully. Carefully. And number 15 is peacefully. Peacefully. So go ahead and finish that up. Maybe pause the video, finish that up, check over your words, and then have somebody correct it for you. Or you can correct it yourself just to see how you did. Remember, this is just practice. You're not getting graded on this. But this is, hopefully you're studying and taking the test to see how well you do. And this will help you for next year going into 4th grade. All right, now to the reading. Go ahead and pull out your cursive sheet. And I'll get the YouTube fixed up. All right. And here we go. Jack Sparrow, The Coming Storm. Wow, we're halfway through this book already. All right, chapter 6. The two boys stood up to face the crew of the Barnacle. The one who had spoken was taller, with dark skin and curly brownish red hair that matched his freckles. There was a mischievous but friendly look in his green eyes. "Welcome to our deserted island," he said, bowing theatrically. "I am Jean, and this is my friend Tumen." Tumen gave a very slight nod. He was short with glossy black hair, a sharp nose, tan skin. Arabella and Jack exchanged a look. He was definitely native, but dressed in the same ragged sailor clothes as Jean. "I'm Jack Sparrow," Jack said. "This is Arabella and Fitz." Jean picked up a water bag off a stump and offered it to Arabella, who drank hungrily. "You were caught in the same cursed storm, huh?" Jean asked. "Tumen and I were on the Seraph. I think we are the only survivors. English don't teach their sailors to swim so well." "That's terrible," Arabella said, taking a deep breath, wiping her mouth, and handing the water bag over to Fitzwilliam. "It's pretty hot and not so nice around here, but still, this is not the worst place to have washed up." Jean pointed to the island around him. "Coconuts for eating, a freshwater spring up that way, and there is plenty of lumber. We're building a raft to try to get back to our home port." He pointed to the pile of crudely chopped driftwood logs. Nearby lay several coiled lengths of vine to lash the logs together. "There's more water then?" Fitzwilliam asked as he handed the water bag to Jack, who turned it upside down. "Not a drop left." "There's as much as you want, my friend," Jean laughed, "if you do not mind the ambiance." Tumen held out what looked like a human bone. Jack choked. "Oh my goodness," Arabella breathed. "Plenty more where that came from, too," Jean said darkly. "That is why we have been sticking close to the beach." Jack, Arabella, and Fitz stared at the bone in silence. "Hiss!" Arabella screamed, and Fitzwilliam jumped back as a furry, gray, hideous thing burst into the clearing. It leapt onto a stump, hissing and growling, bearing ugly little yellow fangs. Tumen gave a faint smile, and Jean laughed. "What in the greater Antilles is that?" Jack asked. "That is Constance." Jean knelt down on one knee and scratched the monster delicately under the chin. It calmed down and began to behave like an actual cat, a scrawny, mangy, scary cat with wild yellow eyes and a crooked tail. "You managed to save that cat along with yourselves?" Jack said, staring over at the nasty little creature. "Why?" "Constance isn't just a cat," Jean said proudly. "She is my sister." The crew of the Barnacle looked at each other. "Your sister?" Jack said dubiously. "She is my sister. Well, she was. I mean, she is, but she's not like she used to be. She's under a curse cast by the mystic Tia Dalma herself." "Was the spell cast because she was this vile in her previous incarnation?" Jack asked. Aw, poor thing, Arabella said, reaching a hand out to the cat. Let me just, ow! Constance hissed again and swiped at it with a pawful of long yellow claws that left 3 bloody scratches on the back of Arabella's hand. Why, you little, Arabella said, pulling her hand away. Definitely nasty, Jack said. What a little brute, Fitzwilliam said in wonder, offering Arabella a handkerchief. She took it and wrapped it around her hand. Constance growled a little, and she leapt off the post and walked away sulkily, her crooked tail high in the air. She's just been through a lot, Jean protested. Jack rolled his eyes. All right, now that we have all been introduced, and I assume there isn't anyone else, no nephews turned into rats, no second cousins turned into rabid dogs, no, well then, would you mind leading us to this spring of water you mentioned? With pleasure, Jean grinned. Follow me. All right, good work. Chapter 7 will be Monday, week 3, day 1, or week 4, day 1. All right. So good work today. Hopefully you did good on your spelling test, and kudos to all of you that are watching these videos and doing the work and still continuing on with your learning. Good job to you guys. Good job to your parents, and keep up the good work.